Are we in this thing? Are we good? Is the melanin on? Yes, it is. Hey, what's up, everybody? This is your girl, Miss P. I hope that you are doing fabulous, darling. I am doing well. Make sure to go ahead and thumbs up this video. I'd really appreciate it. Subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure you follow me on my social media. And guess what? Oh my God. I'm bringing back my email. So I need you all to get on my email list. It's gonna be crazy. I'm gonna put the link down below. So I need you to go ahead and click on that and opt in. I just got a lot of stuff up my sleeve, you know what I'm saying? So I want you guys to stay abreast of everything that's getting ready to happen. A lot of video stuff, a lot of peace, love, and all that good stuff, project stuff, fit and fab. It's gonna be crazy. So make sure you opt into my email list. Link is down below. And yeah, I'm so excited about it. Sidebar that I mentioned that I was excited. So yeah, make sure you go on and get it popping. Get in there. Yeah, it's gonna be great. I'm just excited. Before we get into this review of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, I just want to say I'm very sad that To Rome for Love is over. And the way they ended it and gave everybody those little blurbs with the little sentences like they do on a Yamla. That's it. So I had to go and follow all of the ladies on Instagram because I feel like I'm connected to them. I thought that was a wonderful show. At first I was kind of skeptical, but then I enjoyed all of the ladies and all of their stories and how they connected to each other and how each of them needed something different. And oh my God, it was just great. And even at the end, if they didn't find love, they found love within themselves. And that was the point. That was cute. I really can't believe that it is time for the season finale of Real Housewives of Atlanta, but it's time. It's about that time. So yeah, let's go on and get into this review. Portia is doing her little skating situation with Ricky smiling, and you know what? I feel as though they always had a really good relationship. Portia would give him the okie doke. Ricky would be like, okay, let's go on and get half on the baby. There's something there, but I feel as though they're not going to go after it just because they have a work relationship. I don't know what it is about them. I look and I go, no, but then I look again and I go, that might could work. Cynthia and Kenya, they're meeting up to talk, and honey, we still have not seen Mark. We're gonna talk about Mark a little bit later. She's talking about how they can't just keep their hands off of each other, and they've been doing IVF treatments, and she really wants to have a baby. And honey, all jokes aside with Kenya Moore, I really hope that, you know, her and Mark go half on a baby. I think that's cute. If that's what you want, she's married now. She's really excited and happy about it. Honey, I'm not gonna shat on nobody's happiness. I wish them the best, honey, and all the yes that they can put up with. Kenya's gonna have a PSA screening for women and also the ladies in the group, and I thought that was a really good idea, especially when she was saying, you know, she's gonna have survivors of domestic violence come through and get makeovers and wear the cute dresses to be a part of the screening. And you know, I was like, you know what, Kenya, I'm gonna give you one of these for that, because that is really awesome and compassionate. I'm here for it, for the culture, girl. I'm here for it. Go ahead, Kenya. Disregard Max. He's barking in the background. He mad because he wanted to be in here while I was recording, but he wouldn't be quiet. So, and we're at Candy Canes, and she brought another property, and of course Don Juan, he is pissed, honey. And I'm guessing he's pissed because Don Juan handles all the singing in the background stuff that we don't know about. And I guess he like, you done bought this new property, and I'm the one that got to be the overseer of it and make sure everything go together. So I can understand that with Don Juan, but I'm like, honey, you have wonderful job security. Like, you know everything about these boroughs, honey. Calm down, sit in your position, and take your seat, honey. End up talking about Nene because Candy's feeling a type of way. Todd was like, man, just entertainment. She said what she said, and that was it. I mean, it's not a big deal. Candy said, I feel like I'm a product of pain, and I agree, Todd. A lot of you were saying in the comments that a joke is different than an allegation, and that's very true. But at the same time, with both of them, you shouldn't say either one, okay? If your joke is intended to be a joke, yes, people can take it the wrong way, but she was actually saying that in response to something that was said to her. So literally, it was like a dig for a dig, okay? The allegation, same thing. It's something that you don't know, so you just spread it, and there it is. So both of them were in the wrong, Portia and Nene. You got one person that's lying, and you got one person that has horrible diarrhea of the mouth. So both of them need to learn how to be accountable and shut the hell up sometimes. Rarely agree with Don Juan, but he said it best. You have to make tough decisions with business, and you have to differentiate between friendship and business. And yes, Todd, it is true that Donald Trump says the stupidest shit However, the decision had to be made. Majority ruled, and Nene had to get off the tour. Like, that's just how it is. And it wasn't only majority ruled, it was the fans ruling too. And that's how it is. You can't just say what you want to say and move it along. You just can't do it. Especially when people are out trying to have a good time. You just can't. You can't ruffle feathers like that and try to let it glaze over. And no, it's just not going to work. Speaking of things it's not going to work. Sheree, oh my God. So the chateau, I guess, is done, okay? Now she's working on the basement. Y'all remember Rap City in the basement? Tigger. Either way, let's get back to this. Sheree is trying to do this basement. She feels as though nobody needs to be in the chateau. They can just come down to the basement. Tyrone calls and she's like, hello, I have a surprise for you. You remember the basement? He was like, babe, I told you I was going to take care of the basement. And she was like, yeah, but you know, I'm always impatient. He's like, yeah, you just my little worker busy bee. You just always doing stuff and I love you for that. And she's like, oh my God, Tyrone, but that's my job. I got it. And she was like, yeah, you remember the little Stairmaster thingy? Oh my God, they're so expensive. $8,000 to $15,000. He's like, yo, I got that. I'm like, how? Sway, how do you have that? The last time I checked, how are you gonna get that whenever you come out? I'm a little confused. The anticipated release date is this year. When, she doesn't know, but she hopes it's this year just for the basement's sake. I'm like, man, you better get your little life to Jesus. Please fix it. And then she talks about how he has 4 kids and they're going to have like a little, he's excited for the blended family. And then they going to get it popping and get married when he come out. She's like, a destination wedding. Yes. I'm like, no, can we make sure he gets out of his current destination? And then you can worry about a destination wedding. You know, with this whole Tyrone thing, yes, people do it all the time. They be booed up, the boo in jail, and they out here holding it down for the 9/9 and 2000. But girl, I don't foresee this. I don't see him coming to the basement. I don't. Rap City in the basement. There ain't gonna be no Rap City in the basement. Big Tig ain't coming home. Speaking of things that are at home, Brent, he's at home. He has a talk with Nene, and basically Nene's trying to figure out what this little boy want to do with his life. And I'm even looking like, what do you want to do with your life? He said, I don't want to go to school. And I'm sitting here like, okay, so you want to do comedy. I am not Brent's mama. That's what Nene is. So she gonna handle that. But at the end of the day, sir, until you figure out what you want to do, you at least, education is something that people cannot take away from you. Entertainment is not easy. Comedy is not easy. Nene said it herself, honey. It's not easy. I really believe that these kids, when I see these different reality shows, they think that they automatically have it mapped out just because they mama them got some money. They mama them got some money. I'm a little confused. Kids have it twisted nowadays, and you really have to work hard for everything that you want to achieve in life. It's not easy. And if it's given to you, baby, send that mess back because something ain't right. Time waits for nobody. And of course, you don't want to be in a job that you hate. And I do agree with Nene on that. But at the same time, this entertainment stuff ain't for everybody, just like school isn't for everybody. But you have to figure out what is for you. It's hard work regardless, and it's not for the weak. You got to be able to work hard and push through. And I hope little Brent understands that, and I hope he flourishes. Noelle is doing a nice little internship in dentistry. I was like, go ahead, Noelle. You better do that, girl. I thought that was really, really cute. I've always thought that that's awesome, you know, with dentists and orthodontists. You know, you're really changing people's lives, especially when you're changing their smile. It's just amazing. I always thought that was great, but honey, I don't like being in people's mouths. It is truly something for everybody. But that's great that Noelle wants to do that because, honey, you remember, was it the top of the season where she wanted to be with her little boyfriend and she wanted to move to Charlotte? It's the wonderful thing about life. You never have to have it all the way together, but you at least need to try to do something. That's Cynthia for supporting her, bringing a little lunch and stuff. And Cynthia was like, honey, I remember my humble beginnings at Taco Bell, honey, and I go get me a little nasty burrito every now and again. And I'm like, yes, I agree. I used to work at Best Buy, and I thought I was doing it, honey. But whenever I go back now, I'm sitting there like, wow, I actually did that. But there's so many skills that I learned. Think about one of your first jobs that you had and how you use those skills now. There's a reason for everything with what you do and where you're placed at. Wherever you're placed at right now, there's a reason why you're there. So you have to make the best out of it. Do I like going to work every day? Hell no. But I try to make the best out of every day that I have with the patients that I work with and what I do. I know that I'm there for a reason, and I try to make an imprint with whatever that I'm doing. The first impression is a lasting impression. So I think that's wonderful that Noelle is trying to get her foot in the door, and hopefully it sticks. Ooh, speaking of stuff that sticks, Cynthia said that she gonna stick with Big Willie style, and she wants Noelle to meet him. I said, well, okay, girl. And you know what? Cynthia, I'm gonna give it to you, Cynthia. If that's who you want to be with them. Everybody tells people all the time, you shouldn't be with this one because he doing this, and you shouldn't be with her because she did this. If that person is jelly on your piece of bread, honey, go ahead and be the peanut butter and make the sandwich, honey. Do it. It's time for the makeovers, and I just thought that was so awesome. I was just sitting there looking like this, like, wow, that is amazing. Good job, King, for just being there and being present and listening to those stories and just, you know, showing women that you can be brave and you can be a survivor and it's okay and you can move forward and you can still be fabulous and awesome and you can still have people that root for you and love you even then everything that you've gone through. And I just thought that was amazing that they did that, and it was just great. That was good. The women, they were just so excited and appreciative. You know when you can just look at somebody and tell that they are genuinely just appreciative that you took time out with them? Like, there's nothing like it. And I was like, yo, that's the... never want people to be going through that type of relationship. Everybody deserves love. Everybody deserves a peace of mind in a relationship. And everybody just deserves a level of happy within them. So, honey, I know I laugh and joke about these women, but I genuinely wish the best for them because nobody deserves to be in that type of situation ever. Is it Kelly, Kylie, and Sheree? Sheree's little girl. Well, she ain't little girl no more. Like, we've literally grown up with these kids. But either way, she's home from school and she's, you know, talking to Sheree and they hit on Sheree and her new little daddy Tyrone. And Sheree was like, yeah, about what he does. He's having, like, you know, some hard times right now, and you know, he's just chilling. And I'm like, no, he's in jail. He's incarcerated, if you want to use that word. He's in jail. He locked up. They're not letting him out. Uh-oh. Kylie said, listen, Linda, what did you say? You said he's in jail. Like, huh? She was like, honey, it's so many fish in the sea and you going with the jail bait, honey? I can't. I said, yes, girl, you better read. True. She was like, you know what, honey, if it works for you, how long until he gets out? And of course, Sheree was like, you know, next week. Yeah. She don't even know. I was like, oh my God. But either way, she's like, honey, I'm going to support you, Ma. If that's what you want, I just want you to be happy. But if that's what you want, I got to leave it alone. That's not my man. So have fun, girl. Have at it. If that's what you want, you in the basement and Tyrone, get it, girl. Do it till you're satisfied with the date in mind. That's all. Time for the PSA screening. And, oh Lord, Portia hasn't seen the girl since Barcelona. I said, damn, you meant that. You don't want to see none of it. You meant that, girl. I said, where's Mark? And Kenya was like, he's not coming. He had to work. And, you know, he can't do the flights by himself. I was like, the hell? He can't do no flights by himself. He been flying before he met you? I guess. I did roll my eyes on that one. I mean, I get it. But, girl, it's time for the screening to begin. All the women are there. And here comes a man, child. Everybody was like, arf, because she's in the mic talking about, you know how Kenya goes. I was like, oh, here he comes. Okay. I can't stand Sheree. She was like, you know what? I don't know if her marriage is real, but that was a real man. I was like, Sheree, shut up. Shut up. We start looking at the PSA. I wish they would have shown the whole thing. That would have been dope. All right, Mark's a little cutie. Go ahead, Kenya. You okay, girl? All right. I told y'all they were going to wait to the end of the season to be like, here's Mark. And now I'm just like, hey, how you doing? Now that we've seen Mark, I'm kind of like, okay. And his little nose ring. Sheree, leave that man's nose ring alone. When Sheree said, oh my God, I'm so happy that you exist. I was like, I hate Sheree. I can't stand her. And then when Kenya was like, yes, he does exist. And his checks. I can't really say that for Tyrone. I was like, oh my God, you guys are horrible. Nene and Portia, they're singing in the background talking about accountability. Portia was like, yo, you took accountability. That was dope. And you always have to take accountability for your actions. And Nene was looking like, why are you talking to me about accountability? I'm a little confused. And also, I was confused as well. But then, you know how Bravo does. They were showing how many times Portia has apologized to Candy Cane. And I'm like, that is true. What else do you want her to do? And I really, really hope on this reunion that they come to some type of resolve because I'm sick of hearing about it. But then they were like on the season finale of Real Housewives of LA. I was like, oh, it's time for the season finale? But it is about time. We on like episode 82. You know how they do. Down below in the comments, I would love to know, what did you think about this episode of The Real Housewives of Atlanta? What did you think about finally seeing Mark? Was he everything you thought he was gonna be? Let's talk about it. Let's go on and get into some comments. Let me look back on last week's episode. Shout out to Candace Massey. She said, I listened to the Candy Boys about 7 times. I'm glad you enjoy the candy boy. Sika L says, Miss P, did you get a new tattoo on your hand? It looks really cool. As you can see, it is going away on its own. I went on a girls trip and we all had the little henna situation. And y'all know I eventually want a new tattoo. So I was like, let's try some different stuff. But y'all, it wasn't real. But yeah, it looked real. It looked official tissue, didn't it? Yup. KK said, I got a headache listening to 2 minutes of your commentary. Extra. Turn it down and tell the damn story. Well, KK, this is how the hell I talk. I'm extra for a reason. If you don't like it, watch some other damn reviews. How about that? There's plenty of them out here. Everybody's different. The best part about this YouTube thing is there's so many of us that do reviews. So if you don't enjoy my commentary, you can watch somebody else. I'm not gonna turn it down. This is just how I am. This is it, Michael Jackson. This is me in real life too. This is just how I am. So yeah, I just wanted to let everybody know that this is just how I am. So yeah, thank you. Next, Rose Darlene Noel says, I thought VH1 was messy, but Bravo takes the crown because they are petty. Yes, honey. And then you said the show needs to end because they're dragging it along. They are dragging it along a bit much. I feel like Real Housewives can be like a good 12 episodes and then, you know, just shut it off. No, they got to do 82. LaKersha won your comment. I rolled. Oh my God. Jeffrey roll. I was done. Shout out to Mario Mad Dog. I hope you are doing great. Weird Black Girl says the candy voice kills me every time. And sis, it looks like your hair is already growing back from that cut. Honey, I didn't have no little ponytail. Child, I had no little ponytail and it's trying. Shout out to the biotin. Roxy1225 says, I wonder what Candy would do if she ever came across your video. You know what's funny? When I first started, well, it's not when I first started doing reviews, maybe a couple years ago, I believe she had seen one of the videos and I was actually doing the candy voice and I was going in and she thought it was funny. That's why I continue to do the candy voice because it felt like Candy approved. So yeah, I'm gonna always do the candy. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Get your comments in down below. I'll be doing some more shout outs and I will see you guys on the next video. Peace, love, and all that good stuff. God bless. Bye.